Living off what you love sounds like a dream, but without a plan, it can turn into a financial nightmare. Maybe you have an amazing talent for baking, crafting, or consulting, and you've even thought about turning your passion into a profitable business. But where do you start? Many women jump into entrepreneurship full of excitement, only to realize that making real money is very different from having a hobby. And the worst part? Without proper planning, that dream can quickly turn into frustration. But don't worry. Today, you're going to learn exactly how to turn your passion into a profitable business without making the mistakes that cause so many women to give up along the way. I'll show you how to validate your idea without spending too much, price your products correctly, and create recurring revenue streams to ensure financial stability. Every tip can make a huge difference, so stick with me until the end. Passion alone won't pay the bills. Many women believe that if they do what they love, money will naturally follow. But this is one of the biggest traps in entrepreneurship. The truth? Passion alone doesn't pay the bills, and that's why so many small businesses fail before they even take off. I've seen so many talented women start selling their products or services with excitement, only to feel overwhelmed, discouraged, and worse, unprofitable because they didn't have a clear plan. The problem? They focused only on what they loved to do, but didn't think about how to make it a financially sustainable business. If you want your passion to become your main source of income, you need to start seeing your talent as a valuable asset, not just a hobby. Test before you invest. Before you start spending money on a website, inventory, or materials, you need to make sure there's real demand for your idea. And here's a common mistake many new entrepreneurs make. They create something they think is amazing, but never test if people are actually willing to pay for it. Validation is key to avoiding frustration and financial loss. The good news? You don't need to spend much to test your idea. Start by offering your product or service to a small audience, maybe on Instagram, TikTok, or platforms like Etsy. Pay attention to how many people are interested, how many actually buy, and what they say about your pricing. If people love it but don't buy it, that's a sign you may need to adjust something. Another simple way to validate your idea is pre-orders. Instead of producing a large batch up front, sell on a made-to-order basis first. This way, you secure customers before making a big investment. Pricing for profit, not just to cover costs. One of the biggest struggles women entrepreneurs face is pricing their products or services fairly. Many end up charging too little, either because they're afraid of losing customers or because they don't believe they deserve more. But here's a truth you need to hear. If your price doesn't cover your costs and make a profit, you don't have a business. You have an expensive hobby. The secret to pricing your products or services comes down to 3 key factors: cost, perceived value, and profit margin. Let's say Emma makes handcrafted scented candles. For each candle, she spends $5 on materials, wax, wick, fragrance, packaging, and about 30 minutes making it. On top of that, she has additional costs, like platform fees, shipping supplies, and the time spent handling customer inquiries. Now, let's talk about perceived value. If Emma sells a basic candle with no unique branding, customers will compare it solely on price, and $15 might seem expensive. But if she offers a luxury, hand-poured candle with a personalized scent and elegant packaging, people will see it as a premium product, and they'll happily pay $40 or more. And what about profit margin? If she sells her candles for $15, she barely covers her costs and is essentially working for free. But by pricing them at $40, she covers expenses, pays herself for her time, and makes a profit to reinvest in her business. And if someone says it's too expensive? Remember, your ideal customer will pay the right price for what you offer. Those who don't see the value simply aren't your target audience. Now that you know how to price your work, let's talk about how to scale your business and create predictable income. From financial roller coaster to predictable income. Now that you understand pricing, the next step is turning your business into a predictable, scalable income source. Many women entrepreneurs experience the financial roller coaster. 1 month, sales are great. The next, almost nothing. And this can be incredibly frustrating. The secret to avoiding this cycle? Create recurring revenue streams. A simple way to do this is by offering subscriptions or packages. If you bake homemade cupcakes, for example, you could create a weekly delivery plan, like a Friday treat box for loyal customers. If you offer services, you could provide monthly coaching or consulting packages. This ensures a steady flow of income and makes financial planning easier. Another powerful strategy is diversification. Don't rely on just one way to sell. If you have an online store, explore marketplaces like Etsy or Amazon. And if you teach in-person classes, create an online course to reach more people and generate passive income. You can sell your course on platforms like Udemy, which already has a large audience looking for online classes, or use Teachable to build and customize your own course platform. If you want even more flexibility, Thinkific allows you to set up your course with your own branding and pricing. The more income streams you create, the more financial security you'll build. Work smarter with automation. And one more important detail: automation. The less your business depends on your time, the more it can grow. Use scheduling tools like Calendly or Acuity Scheduling to let clients book appointments without endless back-and-forth messages. If you sell products, platforms like Shopify can automate sales, abandoned cart emails, and recurring payments. Also, tools like Zapier can connect different apps and automate repetitive tasks, saving you hours of work. The more you automate, the more time you'll have to focus on growing your business instead of just managing it. Balancing business and personal life. Entrepreneurship can be liberating, but it can also become exhausting if you don't learn how to balance your personal life with your work. Many women start a business looking for freedom, but end up feeling trapped in a routine more exhausting than a regular job. So how do you avoid that? 1. Set clear boundaries. If you work from home, have fixed start and end times for your workday. Separating business from personal life is essential to avoid burnout. 2. Delegate whenever possible. If your business grows, consider outsourcing tasks, even if it's just for a few hours a week. 3. Take care of yourself. Your business needs you at your best. Don't feel guilty about taking breaks or prioritizing your well-being. Now it's your turn. If there's one thing to take away from this video, it's that turning your passion into a profitable business is 100% possible, and many women have already done it. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge when starting your business? Comment below, and I might create more content to help you. If this video made sense to you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Remember, if other women have done it, so can you. All it takes is the first step. See you in the next video.